My beautiful people in South Africa, I'm back at it again with another reaction. Today we're talking about Spaza shops, and I won't talk too long because people be like, hey, you talk too much, just play the video. So in this video, I'm going to be doing a quick reaction of Spaza shops being closed down because they're selling foods that are killing our children. For the past weeks and a couple of months, we've been watching kids dying because of them eating expired chips, and they're eating cookies that have been poisoned. So in this video, I want us to go through this and see exactly how Pakistanis are behaving in South Africa. And these Spaza shops are not even registered. They don't even pay tax. We are in big trouble, guys. We are in big trouble. We are fighting Nigerians who are in South Africa illegally, who are selling drugs, who are kidnapping our kids, who are turning them into prostitutes. Crime rate is high. Like, we are facing a lot as South Africans. I'm not trying to shift the blame on these people. Yes, there are also illegal immigrants from the white class. So in this video, let's talk about it. Let's go.
In which you store the food. It's not according to the health regulations. You can't store the food in your personal sleeping quarters. There must be a proper storage facility, and there's also signs of rodent infestation. There's probably rodent contamination that took place in the chips that can be harmful for human health. So we can't take the chance. Because we must be proactive in our work. So that is what we do.
Yeah, you speak about the contamination in terms of pesticides. How did you get to that point?
It doesn't have to be pesticides per se. It can also be like insect infestation or animal infestation, because animals are also carriers of diseases. So we have to look at all the factors.
And you said they're living in the same shop. Is that what you found?
You can live in the same shop, but then there must be a definite separation, like a closed door, but it can't be just the opening. So you find it from tuck shop to tuck shop, people sleeping on the premises, but then there must be a proper definite separation, like a door or something. So there's no direct access into your food premises.
Okay. So now that you're confiscating it, where does it go to? What do you do to it?
We contain it at our offices, and then from there we take it further. We will do an investigation, maybe on the stuff, do a proper investigation. If we see there's signs of rodents that contaminate the product, then we destroy it.
All right. Can I just ask you one more question? Because obviously there are store owners that have been doing this, and like you said, there are regulations that they have broken or rules in terms of health. What happens to the store owner now?
Look, the premises is going to be closed down until it's in full compliance to all the applicable health legislation. If it's in full compliance, then it can reopen. It's easy as that. But it must also be in compliance with all the other standards and regulations from other departments.
So no fines, nothing?
We're not going to fine him, we're just closing down the premises.
What?
All right, so closing down the premises, as you can see, the store owner being asked now to close the entire store. Stephen, that's what's happening.
Give them a fine and shut down this
compliant.
thing, man.
And I want to go much closer so you can see what's happening. So within the same space that they are currently working in, there's a passage where they go into the area where they sleep. So that's some of the issues that they have highlighted, and this is the major issue that they've highlighted. But I want to show you also the pesticide has been some of the contention, bone of contention here. So they've said you can't have that and have the chips. Now some of that is being used on the floor, and if it sticks on the floor, they're saying if you drop something, it might be an issue. This is their space where they sleep in currently, and this is within the shop. So the concern here is that you can't live in the shop and still
what the hell is this?
Basically work on it. It has to be a separation. So this is a health hazard, and so these are some of the things that are going to be highlighted, that are being highlighted, and they're educating some of these shop owners to ensure that when they have a Spaza shop, that there is definitely a separation, that it is there's a difference, and that there's a food safety regulation that are followed.
The
This
hell?
is where they live, and of course the food is in the same space. And this is a concern, of course, because you guys are coming from the Department of Health and Economic Development. And one may look at it as maybe perhaps this is the time where businesses are getting more money, small businesses, but it has to be correct.
Yes, the province is working with the municipality to assist the SMMEs, but we don't need something like this. Surely and definitely this is incorrect. Yes, so whatever that they're doing here, it's really, really out of order. And what
Shut
is even
down.
more concerning,
Shut
we
it
don't own
down.
this building. We don't even know how they managed to operate here. So we tried to call the owner. You said what's the owner? Bobby. Their boss is Bobby. And Bobby is so arrogant. He says, no, he's too busy somewhere. He can't come. So obviously, we have to take drastic actions today. Like the MEC was saying that we are trying to educate, but you don't educate people who are not cooperating.
And I want to ask you about the owner. Bobby is the owner of the shop. So how are you staying here? Are you working for Bobby?
Yes, we're working for under Bobby, but we call, my brother is calling Bobby. He's still busy. I don't know what he said to you. But when he's free, he's going to come.
But based on what you've been told about the Spaza shops and how they operate, are you understanding what is wrong with how you're operating right
They
now?
explained to us to not to sell those loose anything else without expiring date, also with the measurement. So we'll try our best as from now.
And I mean, I'm just going to ask you a personal question, sir, because you live within the same space as where you're selling. Is there no other place maybe where you can get a rental or anything like that?
We will try our best because we face the problem today. So next time we'll make a plan to better how can do that, and also we protect ourselves the better way. Also the shop also is gonna be all those things. We are not out of the rules. We obviously obey the rules, but we have to take the time to do all those things.
Yeah, and
They're not telling the truth. They've been given an application 6 weeks back, and they're ignoring it. That's what they normally do. They play victim. They've been instructed 6 weeks ago to apply.
okay, that's a very important element there. You were given six weeks ago. You could have even closed the door. Why didn't you completely close here and maybe open a different door?
Oh, we didn't have those systems because you are coming here before.
Yes, 6 weeks ago.
Okay, can I ask my brother? I don't know. Mama.
That's what they will do.
Just a minute.
You will speak to 20 of them. My brother is the one who's owning the shop. My brother is the one who's organizing. That's their trick. So we know their
we're
trick.
gonna try our
All what we know is that they were given sufficient time to apply. They ignored it, so we must act today.
And of course, this land also belongs to the municipality, so it's incorrectly built on.
Yes. We've checked with colleagues. We don't know about this building in the municipality. So this is supposed to be an open stand. So we don't know who gave them permission or who started to build here.
If there's no permission for you to build, do you even have the correct power? I can see you unclipping stuff there. Are you paying for electricity and water?
Yeah, 100%. You can see even check the meter also. How much I put it also now from that today. See the there. We don't use illegal electricity or anything.
Okay. But then, and I want to ask you this because from the municipality's part, if this is in a wrong land, how did they get the meter as well then?
When I'm looking at the building now, as I say that I don't think this was a shop. It was a municipal property for something else. So it was vacant, so they opened it and started operating. But now I'm not sure how the guys in finance allowed them to open an account. So we have spoken to the office of our MMC to check how they were allowed to even to be corrected on the meter. We need to find out. But it's very clear this was not a shop before.
Thank you.
Okay, this is my reaction. Guys, I'm really disappointed at the white guy who said they will not get a fine, but they will shut down the shop. That's a typical white man's perspective. They just don't care about black people. If it was a white person that passed away, they would have shut it down straight away. But no, it's a black person and they have to suffer. Please, dear men in South Africa, it's time for us to stand up from this bullshit. This is bullshit. Our kids are dying. The next generation is being chopped off like crazy. This is not good, guys. We can't sit back and watch these. Forget about our leaders. Our leaders have disappointed us. The police are not helping us. People have been complaining. They've been going and opening up cases. In the case of Alexander, a 10-year-old passed away. They used to complain, but no, whenever cameras come through, whenever these guys come through, that's when they shake. It's if they're doing work. Guys, we're in big trouble. So I'm really disappointed at the fact that these guys are not arresting these people for selling illegal stuff, for selling damage, for selling... It's even hard to even put words together because of the frustration. Our generation is being wiped off this earth. And guys, we need to work together. This is rubbish. Rubbish le eyenzakalayo la. We can't accept this. Imagine Pakistan is traveling more than 80,000 K or 8,000 kilometers just to come in and open up a Spaza shop. And that Spaza shop is actually destroying our generation. We cannot accept that. Enough is enough. They've built a Spaza shop on a municipality land, which they are not allowed to do that. Guys, Pakistanis are doing whatever they want. Somalis are doing whatever they want. Ethiopians are doing whatever they want in our country. And some of them, they enter illegally. It's how many kids should die? How many young kids should die for them to say enough is enough? Like, isn't a black life the value of a black life doesn't matter anymore? It's like, oh yeah, one of those black kids, it's fine. No ways. One black child is equivalent to a white kid. I'm very pissed off at this. There's something that needs to be done, and our leaders are disappointing us. No political party is talking about this. DA is not saying nothing about this. The GNU is not saying nothing. They're absolutely quiet. They're quiet. They're on mute. But they want our votes. When it's time to vote, hey, vote. You can never win our land back, our minerals back by a vote. Never. We need to go back to a governing system where we had our own monarchy. If England can have their own monarch, why can't we have our own monarch that is controlled or is being used in South Africa? People of South Africa, it's time to wake up. We are in big trouble. We are in big trouble. I'm telling you, they're going to wipe us off like we are nothing. Because that's what they want to do. They want to keep us poor, suffer, kill each other, rob each other, bewitch each other until we don't exist. It's time to unite, people. It's time to unite. Time is up. Time is fucked up. Thank you for watching. Hope we see you on the next reaction. This is for your...